So Ronnie Hillman, Bilal Powell, Zach Line, Chris Polk, Andy Dalton, Kirk Cousins, all have this crazy connection to Cam Newton. That once I kind of have these strings pulled and creating this coverage, once I take you on this ocarina of time, this way of interstellar, that if you bear with me, is going to make for even greater the season that Cam Newton had at Auburn. So just bear with me, okay? So now we need to take a step back, right? And we need to evaluate his numbers for that season. Cam Newton, as far as passing, passed for 2,854 yards with 30 touchdowns to 7 picks, all of 66% pass completion, and he rushed for 1,473 yards with 20 touchdowns, averaging 5.6 yards a carry, standing at 6'6", 250 pounds. So what we're going to do with this, right, we're going to save this for later, these stats, and we're going to put this on this hypothetical table and everything, because I got a lot more to put on this table to present to you guys. But we need to place it here, and we're going to save it for later, okay? Bear with me, guys. So when it comes to that, right, and everything, he ranked in passing for that season 36, and in rushing, he ranked 12th. All right, so we need to start at rushing, which is going to bring in these cast of characters I brought to you guys earlier. So where he relatively ranked close to starts with Zach Line. Zach Line, as we all know, went undrafted and played 7 seasons in the NFL. Ronnie Hillman was drafted in the 3rd round and went on to play 5 seasons in the NFL. And with Chris Polk, if it wasn't for a shoulder condition, he would have been like a 3rd, 4th round, maybe 2nd round draft pick. But went on to play 4 seasons in NFL. He went undrafted. And then the thing is, when it comes to, what's the last person I'm trying to piece together in my mind? Bilal Powell. He went on to have 9 seasons in NFL play and was drafted in the 4th round. All right, so now we're going to place this up, right? We're going to put this on this table, and now we're going to go to his passing, right? Because the guys I want you to relatively look at when it comes to where he ranks 36 in passing is Andy Dalton and Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, as we all know infamously about him, was that he was drafted in the same draft as RG3 with the Washington Redskins. He was drafted in the 4th round and went on to play 15 seasons in the NFL. And everything. And also Andy Dalton, he was drafted in the 2nd round by the Cincinnati Bengals out of TCU. And now basically with that, you guys, and everything, I'm going to place this up here and set this on this table, and I'm going to arrange this a bit and present it to you guys. Have you guys caught it yet? This way of bluegill. I know it's maybe hard to catch in this point I'm trying to make. With all the strings I'm trying to pull, what this all is revealing, right, when the curtains kind of pull up, is the fact Cam Newton had 2 seasons in 1. Because if you just split his passing and put his rushing numbers right here, in theory, when it comes to passing, he's like a 3rd round draft pick as just a quarterback. And when it comes to his rushing numbers, guys, when it comes to his rushing and everything, in theory, he's like a 3rd, 4th round draft pick as just a running back. Now, people may hear this and scoff at it and say, man, like, this don't even mean nothing, man. This dude trash, like this don't make no sense, bro. Like, what are you trying to prove, or what is your point truly, outside of saying that Cam Newton had 2 seasons in 1? But what I'm trying to say here, guys, is let's add context to that, right? By those things I said in theory. Let's add context. Let's add his Heisman season. Let's add then the many moments that he had with Auburn, the competition, the undefeated season, that Auburn team he joined, right? It makes for it to where then once that context is added, it then boosts those numbers exponentially to where then if you're looking at those numbers as a passer, he's probably a top 5 or top 10 draft pick when you add the context. And also to add the context to just the rushing, he's probably a top 5 to top 10 draft pick as just a running back. Let's just say hypothetically he wanted to be a running back. He's arguably in theory like a Derrick Henry or Brandon Jacobs type of back. And anybody that wants to call me delusional, like, what are you saying? You're an idiot. This does not make no sense. The simple counter and checkmate to your king in your position is Jamarcus Russell and Anthony Richardson. Plain and simple. So basically with that given plight, you guys, or just position, you guys, I hope you guys was able to kind of get the point I'm trying to piece together in this, and how Cam Newton's greatness and him having 2 seasons in 1 is right there. But no one's never kind of pieced this out. But the thing is, overall, you guys, and everything, if you like content like this, like, comment, and subscribe. I have future pieces of content coming up that basically outlines kind of the infrastructure of Auburn and what they need to do to kind of piece themselves together in a position to where they can win championships and become more of this kind of grown, this kind of built team, all right, and everything. Also, any comments you may have, comment section below and everything. You feel free to say whatever you want to say about me. But the point has been made. Shouts out to Cam Newton, your legacy and what you've done with Auburn and everything. I appreciate what you do and what you will continue to do as a father, as a coach, and even just with your job with 4th and 1 or your takes on ESPN. Other than that, to not just Cam Newton, but to all you guys, God blessings you all, and War Eagle.